Welcome back to Sigma Programming. I know it's been a minute, and just want to keep you guys satisfied with the music in the meantime, but want to inform you about a direction change that will be taking place with the music in particular, and it won't seem like as drastic as a of a change as may meet the eye, but I am going to experiment a little bit more with fragmented and symbolic conversation for the purpose of sparking a more authentic, a more internal response from the listener slash viewer, because we're now at the stage of this illuminating channel where we have enough material behind us now where we can start introducing more advanced forms of communication. So it's good. You're gonna hear what may appear on the surface to be superficiality because it's going to involve more material. But as the Taurus, we're over material as a celestial energy. So I'm going to talk about material things, and they're going to seem disjointed at times. It's going to seem like a lot of times the music may not have a message, or it may seem overly ambiguous. It may seem where you're not quite able to catch the tone of whether it's light or dark, whether it's positive or negative. You know from the channel that it's all positive, but you won't be able to identify the nuances as easily because I want to stretch you a little bit as a listener, as a viewer, as a participant in this journey. I just want to stretch you a little bit so that the coming planetary changes that are here with the solar flares and the changes in consciousness in regards to the oversoul, I just want us to be a few steps ahead of whatever change it will be. A lot of my workings have been in dimensions 6, 7, 8, and higher. So we're dealing with the formulation of an energy in the ethers that will soon become a thought, that will soon become an ideal, that will soon control a people. So I'm starting at that level, and I want to give you some information and some language from those realms, from the realms 5D and higher, well, 6D and higher, but it's going to have some 5D elements in terms of the fulfilling accomplishment and, again, the materiality, because that's going to be the basis from which we form a lot of the backdrop and the scenery that's going to go into the music. And I say we because I'm talking about me and my higher self, which is really the same self, but I'm going to be doing the music more from a perspective of that dimension versus this dimension versus the 3D. The 3D is what we see every day, what you hear in every rap song, what you see in every video. That's in the 3D. Elements of the 3D world will be added again, 3, 4, and 5. But a lot of the tonality and a lot of the syntax and a lot of the subject matter and a lot of the just the structure of the music overall is going to be intended to communicate the realities to some extent of the sixth dimension and higher. For the sixth dimension and higher. So we start going upwards into the oracle sphere and towards the influencers of gods, because some of those dimensions like 7, 8, 9, anything up there, you can influence figureheads that can be looked at like a god amongst the people. You can serve as counsel for figureheads that are as high as that. And even in the astral realms, you'd be surprised who you communicate to. Look at how the numbers match. One of the bombshells that I found out recently was that me and Queen Elizabeth II share the same birthday. And all of the dates in the numerology behind her life and my life and the sacred geometry, just like I pinned in the post, it all matches up. So I have to get in touch with and I'm in touch with it now, but I have to project that forward into this three-dimensional space so we can burn that image onto this space and create a new world. But I'm using my individual human unit to express that new reality through my vehicle. And what that's going to take is me digging into this 3D world and pulling in the higher realms and introducing that to it. So to be able to slant reality and to be able to taint it and to be able to tint it and to be able to angle things a lot differently, so that even in the ambiguity, the floor will be open for so much meaning, for so much interpretation, because there may be an interpretation that's just for you, for your higher self, that's going to be verbatim what you need to hear and how you need to hear it. You may be hearing something inside of what I'm saying, and you may be paraphrasing it, which is what the mind does anyway. We paraphrase what we are listening to upon hearing it so that it can filter through our own minds and understanding. But this is going to be stretched to its limit with the next project. I don't know what to call it, but it'll be forthcoming. So until then, continue to vibrate high. Peace.